Hey guys, it's Multi-Channel 101 here, and today I'm going to be doing a video on the new case I got for my iPhone 5 a week back. I've been using it for a week and I like it quite a lot, so let's get started. So I think that this case makes my phone feel a lot more sturdy and robust, and it gives me a really good grip on my phone because of the rubberized sides, which is a really good feature of the case. So this case right here is the pink version, or the clear or raspberry version, and as you can see, these two sides are pink, and the center is a clear acrylic or a clear plastic, which gives it a bumper effect. So this case also comes in black, kiwi, and blue, and there is in fact another line which is also called the ProSnap case from Incase, which has a translucent back that matches with the sides of the case. So, and those come in black and gray, purple, aqua, green, orange, and fuchsia. So these cost $29.95 US. So I will link the links in the down bar below. So I'll link the Incase website, the Apple website for the US page, and the Apple website for the Hong Kong page, since I live in Hong Kong and I got this in Hong Kong. Alright, so let's get started on a closer look. Alright, so right now I have the case on my iPhone 5, and so let's start on this edge. So over here you can see that the volume rocker is covered by the rubberized section of the case right here, and it gives a really tactile response even though it's covered, and I think that's a really good thing. Also, there's a cutout right here for the vibrate switch, and even though it is quite small, the switch is still really easily accessible, so that is really good, and it's really well done. Alright, so moving on to this section of the phone. So as you can see, the entire top of the phone is not covered by the case, but is in fact left open, and I think this gives you more access to the lock switch. Also, this kind of gives you an idea as to exactly how thick the rubber of the case is, and so as you can see, it gives you quite a good protection. Next is this side. So as you can see, there is in fact no opening for your SIM card, and the only thing here is the embossment of the brand of the case, which is Incase. And lastly, over here, this is another cutout for your microphone, speaker, charging cable, and the headphone jack. So this case I think is really well made and is really form-fitting. So as you can see, this acrylic or transparent bit right here is very well cut out, and it aligns very well with the base of your phone, and I think this is just for your convenience for when you have to plug your phone in any charger or speaker. So that is a really good feature of the design. There's also a lay on the table design. So as you can see over here, the rubberized edges of the case kind of rises a bit above the surface of your phone. So in the case where you place it on the table, your screen gets a bit more protection, and the screen won't get scratched. Alright, so lastly, let's just take a look at the back of the case. So over here, as you can see, there is a black ring surrounding the camera, the flash, and the back-facing microphone over here. And this is so that there won't be any color interference with the flash when you take a photo, and I think this is a really nice touch to the design for all the iPhone photographers out there. So right now, I have been using this case for a week, and one thing that I realized is that the surface of this case can be scratched really easily, not from the outside, but in fact from the inside. I'm not quite sure the camera really catches it, but there are a few scratches along here and here of my iPhone. Of my case, not my iPhone, sorry. So one thing that I recommend is just to basically keep your back clean and take your iPhone out around once a week and just wipe or blow the dust off to prevent any scratching of your phone or the case. Furthermore, I know someone who used this case earlier, and one of my friends used this case, and one thing that happened was that the sides would get stained or pigmented by some dark colored clothing or dark colored bags. So that is one thing to take note of too. But so far I've been using this for a week, and even though it's only been a week, there hasn't been any discoloration of the sides, which I am really happy with. And I guess this kind of thing tends to happen with rubber or silicone cases, so I guess that's some natural oxidation going on. And so I think overall this case is really nice, and I think that this case really shows off the detailing of the iPhone 5 itself while giving it really nice protection, especially shock protection, since the corners are rounded off by the rubberized finish. And so once again, this is Multi-Techno 101 here, and the links for purchase will be down below. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back soon. Bye guys!